everyone, it's me, Pam, and I am going to be going over a quick slideshow, a little bit about me, just an introduction. And so I'm going to ask some questions and then just going to answer them. So I'm going to start with a short little introduction about the school I go to. So what school do I attend? I attend Oregon Institute of Technology, otherwise known as Oregon Tech, best school ever. And then what is my major? Also the best degree ever, renewable energy engineering. And what am I going to do with it? I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it. That's right, I'm going to save the world. And how am I going to do that? Well, I want to work in a laboratory setting and I want to come up with solutions to solve the world problems with energy. And so that will help combat climate change. And then I also have an interest in working in third world countries, offering them some off-grid solutions. And then especially as these countries grow and their need for energy increases, we don't want them to have to rely on fossil fuels, dirty energy. So we want to be able to give them options to have clean energy. So next, for my college experience. How did I choose my college? Well, I've had to choose my college 4 times so far. So my first school I went to was UNR, University of Nevada, Reno, and I decided to go to that school because that's where I had most of my scholarships. But one thing that I didn't pay attention to, so I had, for Nevada scholarship, I had $10,000 for my entire school degree, 4 years. And then I had another school that offered me a $10,000 scholarship, but that was every year, and I didn't pay attention to the difference. So I could have saved a lot more money going to the other school, but it was in a different state. I also decided to go to UNR because that's where most kids I knew from school were going. It was only a few hours away from home, so I'd be able to see my dad a lot and everything. So, and then for Keller Graduate School of Business, I chose that one because I was able to do it completely online, which I needed because I was going to be moving around and taking care of my kids and everything. And then also because I would not have to take the GRE, which is a test kind of like the SAT, but it's to get into graduate school, and I did not want to do that. And I'm now in graduate school again, and I still haven't gotten to do it, so it's been a goal of mine. And then PCC, Portland Community College. I recently started going to that school a couple years ago, and I decided to do that because, well, first off, it's a community college, so it's cheap. And then also, it was really pretty seamless to transfer all the credits from PCC to the school I actually want to go to, Oregon Tech, or OIT. And so, Oregon Tech, I decided to go here because this is the only school in the country that offers the renewable energy engineering degree that I wanted to take. So I had to move out here, and my only choice. What is my favorite memory of college? Okay, so lots of memories of college. For my first school, UNR, it's going to be band camp. I have a lot of great band memories. Love band. And then also that's when I had my first little baby. And so I have good memories of going to school and then coming home to a little baby for the first time. That's some good memories there. And then for Keller Graduate School, so with that one, I did it online. I got through it as fast as I could, and really my best memory is just earning that degree. It wasn't something I was terribly invested in. I was just trying to get through as fast as I could. And then with Portland Community College, I had a lot of fun getting our science fair project ready. The team I was with, we had a lot of fun. And then for Oregon Tech, this was a school that I worked very hard to get into, and it's a degree that I really, really wanted to start, and just being able to get started on it, being able to start my goal when I first walked on the campus the first time, that is probably my best memory. And then really every moment after that. I love that school. I love almost everything about it. So if you ever want to hear about Oregon Tech, I will tell you all about it. It's a great school. So what class have I taken outside my major? For the most part, let's see that. Music classes, band. I did a lot of band classes. I love band, so much fun. Bass clarinet was my main instrument, and little tenor saxophone for marching band. I play a lot of other instruments too, but bass clarinet is definitely the best. So I started with a minor in music because I love music and I didn't know what else I wanted to do. Later switched it to business, so that one ended up being outside of my degree. And then, what is something that I know about college now that I didn't know in high school? A lot of people change their minds. It's very common. People start school, they change their major, they get their degree, they start working somewhere, they go back to school, get a different degree. A lot of people, it's very common to change careers. So yeah, people change their mind and it's okay. You try stuff out and then you decide to try something else out. Classes, are they hard? What is different about them? Well, some are hard, some are not. It depends on what you're good at, who your teacher is, and how much time you give it. So obviously the topics that you're better at are just going to naturally come easier to you. But who your teacher is makes a big difference. You can take a class and depending on how they structure their class and how you're able to really understand the teacher's style, you could end up getting an F in a class, take it with a different teacher the next term and get an A in it. Like it can make that much difference. And then how much time you give it. If it's a class you're having a hard time with, you'll need to give it enough time to understand the topics. If you don't give it enough time, it's just going to make it even harder. And what's different about them? Well, you pay for them, so get as much as you can out of it. Make sure you show up to class, learn as much as you can, take advantage of all the resources, take advantage of your professor's knowledge, get as much experience as you can from taking those classes. And then also, they are specific to what you want to learn for your career. So they're much more interesting. So you do have to take a few like general classes, but for the most part, it's not like high school where you have a set this and this and this class you have to always take. Your classes are designed to be for your degree that you want. So it's something you're going to be interested in, it's what you're going to want to learn about, it's what you're going to need to learn for your job. So it's going to be a lot more enjoyable than high school. For a lot of reasons, but for that reason specifically. Scheduling. Why is it different in college? Well, first of all, classes can start from 9 and they can end at 10 at night. They can also be on the weekends. And then you can have a lot of breaks in classes. So every term your schedule is going to be different. You can have a class in the morning and then no classes and then another class at night. You can not have classes on Mondays and Wednesdays, and you do have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So there's a lot of free time that you need to make sure you keep on top of what your schedule is. So it's going to keep changing every term, and then also just be productive in between when you have breaks, because that's the only time you get to do homework. Careers, and what I'm going to start after college is the work to actually start saving the world. So what are my plans? Like I mentioned before, I want to do laboratory work, and one of the big places I'm looking at is the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, but that is out in Colorado, which I'm not too big on, but it's a really awesome lab. But there are several really great labs, and there's some in the area, so I'm looking into them. And I also did an internship in a very small laboratory, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm looking forward to that. And then also I'm going to be wanting to keep looking for humanitarian opportunities, kind of like I mentioned before, where I would like the project that I've been working on to go put a solar system at a hospital in the Gambia, Africa. I would really like to continue that work because it's absolutely amazing, and I definitely wanted to do that with my job as well. What am I worried about? Well, what am I not worried about might be a smaller list. So of course I'm worried about not getting a job that I actually want and that I like. And so what I'm also worried about is having to move. I don't want to move to Colorado. I don't really want to move too far away. Hopefully I can find a job near here. And then finance changes. So once I get a real job and start making more money, the help that I've been getting is going to leave. And so I might not be making quite enough to do everything I need to provide for my family. So something I'm worried about. And then I'm also worried about not making a difference, because one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to do this degree is because I want to make a good impact on the world. And then I'm also worried about my physical limitations. I've had previous jobs where I got injured with my feet from being on my feet too much, and then I've had injuries with my hands from using the computer too much, and so I've kind of been hoping that engineering will be the sweet spot where I get to kind of do some footwork and some computer work and kind of mix it up so it's not too much of one thing. And so that's going to be difficult because I know a lot of engineering positions is either always on the computer or mostly out in the field, and so I need to find a position with that kind of a balance. So I'm worried about that as well. And then my best advice: find the right person to talk to. Really, that's the secret to anything in life. So even if you don't know who the right person is, just tell somebody, and they will help you look for the right person is. You're gonna find someone who wants to help you, whether it's just finding out what information you need to know, or getting things taken care of, and then also just helping you be successful in school. If you have a problem, don't give up. Ask for help. Find someone. And that's really the secret to being successful in life. And that's everything I have. So that's a little bit about me, and hopefully I will see you soon once Corona lets up. Alright, bye.